Hello team and welcome to week 1 of HS1170 Hotel Property Management Systems. This week is all about the basics of hotel property management systems. But before we get to that, let's go over the weekly expectations. Check and respond to emails. Look for new announcements in the course announcements link. Post questions in the virtual office. Post your main discussion post by Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. and respond to at least 2 others by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Your assignments and quizzes are due on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. and all times are Alaska times. Keep in mind that late submissions are subject to penalty points and discussions cannot be made up, so keep on top of things and you'll be just fine. Now let's get to the good stuff. Our objectives are: explain how the lodging segment is integral to the travel and tourism hospitality industry. Discuss how hotels are classified and organized. Describe the most common structures of hotel affiliation ownership and operation. Review the many challenges confronting the lodging industry in general and its segments more specifically. Explain that effective management of and emphasis on guest service is critical to a hotel's success. Provide an overview of quality that includes the role of managers. Suggest a plan for quality and review quality components and their impact on competitiveness. Describe a system to design and evaluate service delivery processes that addresses guest service expectations. Discuss the role of empowerment, the use of guest-friendly processes, and continuous quality improvement in meeting a hotel's quality goals. Explain that the primary function of the front office staff is to coordinate guest services and review basic front office functions and responsibilities that allow staff to meet expectations. Describe how a front office department in a small, large, and mega hotel may be organized. Review job tasks commonly found in management and non-management positions. Consider basic human resource tactics applicable to recruiting, selecting, orienting, training, motivating, leading, staffing, and scheduling entry-level employees. Here are the topics we'll work on this week: an overview of the lodging industry, front office and the guest, planning for quality service, and an overview of the front office department. Before we get into this week's lessons, let's take a look at the discussion question for the week. This week, you'll argue the concept that the guest is always right. What are the implications of this? Your assignment comes next. This week, you'll define common terms related to the industry and to property management systems. Please don't copy and paste your definitions. I want to see that you can take a definition and paraphrase it into your own words. Then you'll research ways in which you can exceed guest expectations. Think innovation here. Don't use the usual stuff like turn down service or free coffee. Thinking about things that you can provide that will really wow a guest. And lastly, you're going to review your text and look for figure 3.14 on leadership styles, and you're going to write a 1 to 2 page paper discussing the ways in which leadership styles you think would be best for your subordinates to use in interacting with you. Which leadership style is most useful in today's industry? Use APA format for this. For this week, we'll focus on the hotel structure. Within a hotel, there are rooms, food service, and hospitality operations. Depending on the type of hotel, there could be few rooms or thousands of rooms. The same applies to food service. Hotels can offer anything from a very small coffee shop to large banquet facilities and even award-winning restaurants. The hotel's front office is the pulse of the operation. This is where people check in and check out. It's also where reservations are handled. In other words, it's the front line. First impressions are made when a guest walks through the doors, and oftentimes there is no opportunity to change their mind once the impression has been formed. As you read in Chapter 2, quality service culture is important. The front desk duties do not end with handing a guest a room key. Chapter 3 will define the role of the front desk and the duties involved in this position. The front desk is where the property management system is located. This is a system of making reservations, charging guests for their stay, maintaining a client database, and many, many other things. As we learn more in Chapter 3, you will get a much better picture of the front desk responsibilities. Use the PowerPoints as a reference, but be sure to review your text for more information. This week's lessons will give you a basis for the weeks to come, so take the time to read the chapters and presentations so you're fully prepared for next week. Looking forward to our first week together.